Okay, great. Next. Wait, $700 worth of unpaid parking violations? I don't even own that car. No, you listen to me. I gave that car to a friend as a gift. Her name is Sharon Benson. I signed the pink slip over to her. No, these tickets are not my responsibility. These tickets are her responsibility.
Hey, have you seen this guy?
Yeah, he's in here all the time.
Was he in here Saturday night?
He's in here every night. Goes with one of the girls. You know, I'm always looking for girls, Rita. Why don't you turn in your badge and come dance for me?
Not a chance, Joey. Having horny guys stuff money in my panties is not my idea of a good time. Well, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Okay. Great, you're hired. Come back at 6 o'clock.
No, thank you very much. You've been a huge help. No, according to the Department of Motor Vehicles, I still own that '72 Cadillac that I gave to Sharon Benson. She's been parking it all over town next to fire hydrants.
Maybe she was a dog in a past life. Here, be a sport, even though you missed the show. You know, and Hutch called. There may be a
Ricky.
Chris, my God, it's been 3 years. You look great.
So do you. How are you?
Great, actually. I just got the job. I'm gonna be a dancer here now.
Congrats. That's terrific.
Are you still a cop?
I am still a police officer, yes. What about you? Are you still painting? Remember, I used to love your paintings.
You're still one of the few who does. Unfortunately, that's one of the reasons why I need this job. You know, give me a call sometime. I'd really like to do some catching up.
Billy?
It's my stage name.
Oh, yeah, Billy.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Bye.
A stabbing in Palm Beach can mean anything from a nanny who sliced a finger with a paring knife to an heiress who nicked her leg while shaving. This 1054 was none of the above. The victim, Tracy Murphy, was a debutante, beautiful and rich, but definitely dead. So just forget about her dancing. I mean, do you want to see her or not?
Yeah. I like Ricky a lot. You know, we had a relationship based in equality.
Well, so call her.
You think?
Yes. Hi, Roger.
Oh, hey, beautiful. Oh, thanks, Raj. She put up a struggle.
Yep.
Be sure and check underneath her fingernails.
Driver's license in her purse said she was 22 years old. What a shame. She's just a kid. I remember seeing her picture in the newspaper a couple of weeks ago. She had a debutante ball announcing her formal entry into society.
Here's her unannounced exit.
You know, the whole idea of the crime scene photograph is to capture an image of the body as it was found. Who chalked this?
The chalk fairy.
Well, we're gonna look real stupid if there's chalk around the body in the picture.
You are so cute when you're angry.
What
do you want from me? The first officers on the scene deny chalking it.
Well, if you see that chalk fairy, you tell him I'm looking for him.
What time did she check out?
3, maybe 4 a.m.
Think the purpose is secretor?
I did an ultraviolet test before you guys got here. He left his mark.
I want a serology workup done on all this clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, dust every inch of this house, all right? Anything you find, run it through the index. Chinese?
Let's go, Ben's Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah, all the doors in the house are dead-bolted.
Yeah, what about the windows?
Nope, they're all locked and there's no broken glass. Think it was someone she knew?
There's somebody who had a key. Ah, look at this, Sam. It's an appointment card from Melissa Cassidy. You remember her?
Yeah, the radio shrink. You know what? She was writing checks to Carter Davis. He's a private investigator.
I wonder who he's investigating.
I'll take this one. He was one of my favorite running backs for the Saints. Sergeant Lance, homicide. Secretary said I'd find you here.
You got a badge?
Yeah.
Get in. Sorry about the garbage. You know how stakeouts are.
Yeah. Not these kind.
What brings you here?
Tracy Murphy. We found her dead this morning.
Oh, jeez.
Why was she writing you personal checks?
Well, she hired me to follow the guy in the picture. His name is Ben Taft. He's a defense lawyer.
She was dating him?
I asked, but she wouldn't say. My guess? She fell in love, became suspicious, and wanted to know if she was the only one.
Instincts never lie.
You know Taft?
Yeah, I met him when I was working Vice. Made a name for himself throwing back all the street dealers that we reeled in. You know, he does the same thing today. The only difference is he gets paid in yachts and cash. So what do you got on in the last 12 hours?
Dinner with this woman last night.
Whoa. Staffed with Susan Harner, the assistant DA. That's a strange match. And this guy gets around.
You telling me? My knee hasn't hurt this much since the playoffs against the Vikings.
Huh.
And this guy scores once, twice a day, and I don't understand why. He sure ain't no Tom Cruise.
Mix money with power and you get a turbocharged aphrodisiac. So where'd Taft go after dinner?
I don't know. I took the picture about 11 p.m.
Where could I find him?
Oh, he should be home now. That'll be 134 Briarcliff Circle North.
Okay, great. Listen, thanks a lot. The law's paying pretty good, Taft. Does it all come from drug dealers?
Absolutely not, Lance. Come, join the party.
I'm here on business.
Oh. Well, if you change your mind, I've got an extra bathing suit inside. I think it'll fit you just fine. We can have one of the girls help you slip your clothes off. I'd love to see that.
Would you save it?
Hey, I know what I like.
Look, I'll make this quick. Got 2 photographs in here of you taken with different women at different times. Another woman not pictured. Hired a private investigator to follow you and take them. That woman is dead. Guess who?
Got me?
Tracy Murphy. She was found stabbed to death in her bedroom early this morning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
This one was taken at 11 p.m. last night. You know, Taft, I didn't know you had such a deep affection for the DA's office.
As you can see, I don't. They have an affection for me, so don't even ask.
Hey, no, this is just a rehearsal. I mean, it's totally off the record. I just need to know if I'm going to arrest you, that's all.
You won't get an answer until you do.
I'll be back with the warrant and handcuffs.
Don't forget the whips and shaving cream, baby.
Read between the lines, baby.
Bloody skull fractures caused by a knife pummel start in the right posterior, continue across the frontal, ending in the left posterior.
That the cause of death?
No, multiple wounds to the heart killed her. Notice the linear abdominal incisions in a right to left pattern.
Purple's a southpaw.
Take a look at her hands. I found traces of chromium alloy on her fingertips. That's the same stuff they used to chrome pliers with.
Yanked her fingernails off. You got this catalog?
No, because we didn't find it at the scene. I've seen some weird things with this job, but this is a first. I mean, why would he want them?
I don't know. Maybe he wanted a souvenir.
The press is beating down my door. Do you have a suspect in the Tracy Murphy case?
Yeah, somebody the victim was seeing, a boyfriend. That's why we can't be sure whether the presence of his fingerprints means he was present at the time of death.
Who is it?
These photographs were taken by a private investigator hired by the victim.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Susan.
Oh, I can't believe this. No, actually, I can. I felt he was running around, but I looked the other way. I gotta admit, I got a little rush out of sleeping with the enemy.
There's something else you should know. 6 months ago, Ben was arrested for sexual battery. He and his secretary got cranked up on something, and he crossed the line.
I feel so stupid. Was he convicted, at least?
No. There must have been wheeling and dealing behind closed doors. The charge was dropped. Did he spend the night with you last night, Susan?
He left around 1 a.m. He said he had to be in court early and wanted to go home.
There's only one way we can find out for sure if he was with Tracy Murphy, and that's to match his semen with the trace evidence found at the scene.
I'll issue the warrant.
Police officers, everyone decent?
Of course not.
You're under arrest for the murder of Tracy Murphy.
I know. I called Susan. She said you needed a semen sample. Just getting warmed up for you.
It's going to be a tiny affair. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, one will be appointed to you.
No, thanks. But I do have one question.
What's that?
Can you drive with one hand? I might need the other.
Who'd you cuff? Who are you cuffing?
I'm like... Yeah, I'd love to meet you at the beach. Yeah, thanks for getting that. All right, I'll meet you at the pier. Bye.
Morning, Night Owl.
Good morning.
Was that Ricky?
You're Billy. I like Ricky much more than I like Billy.
Would you like to talk about Ricky?
No. Look, I think I found something incredible. Now, look, this print was found in Tracy's bedroom, right? I ran it through the single print index, and I matched it to a suspect in an unsolved homicide case, right? That. Now, neither one of these are Ben Taft's, and the suspect's unidentified. He's a John Doe.
And the victim?
She's a 25-year-old single white female. She's a school teacher named Lisa Lang. Now, she was found in her bedroom, stabbed to death in the early morning hours, same way Tracy was found.
It says here that investigators found no signs of forced entry.
Yeah, got the same M.O. Her fingernails are missing, too.
So whoever killed the school teacher killed Tracy.
Got more than a silk stocking here, Sammy. We're dealing with a serial killer.
This has been a fantasy of mine since I was a little girl. My dad owned a nightclub, and sometimes he'd take me down there. I'd wander backstage to be with the dancers, and sometimes they'd set me on their laps and let me powder their faces. I don't know, it'd make me feel like I was helping them look pretty or something. And when my dad wasn't looking, I would peek through the curtain and watch him dance. I mean, I've always wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah, but this doesn't seem like dancing to me.
What is dancing to Chris Lorenzo?
I don't know. I don't know.
I love my body. Should I be denied the right to show it? I mean, come on.
Is that what it is to you? Exhibitionism?
Maybe it is. So what?
Look, so what, Ricky, the so what is that I know you.
And if you didn't know me, then it would be okay? This is your problem, not mine.
Look, I accept that. Okay, I accept that. I want to try this relationship again.
So do I. My dancing doesn't change the way I feel about you. But I'm not gonna stop dancing. Call me.
Call me. I'll be out dancing, but call me. What kind of a name is Billy?
Amazing. You still remember my favorite spot by the sea.
Our spot.
It's mine now.
Nice suit.
Thanks. I wear it for all the psychotics at the clinic. They tell me everything.
So would I.
Did.
Look, Melissa, I found this at Tracy Murphy's apartment.
She was one of my favorite patients. Just a kid searching for an identity. What's happening with the investigation?
We found a connection between Tracy's case and another unsolved homicide with a similar MO. I was hoping you'd be able to give me a better understanding of who might have killed her.
You think it's a serial killer?
You tell me?
Well, most serial killers were emotionally, physically, or sexually abused by one or both of the parents. As a child, he was helpless. He didn't fight back, and he didn't have the strength to leave. He grows physically, but emotionally, he's still the abused 2-year-old. Only now he's an enraged adult.
What fuels the rage?
Fear, anxiety. See, the only way that he can overcome the fear and anxiety trapped inside of him is to exercise some kind of power and control over a weak figure. See, in his mind, when he meets a woman, she's a symbol of weakness. Or that she's just simply physically inferior to him.
Look, the killer is ripping the victim's fingernails from their bodies. He's taking them from the scene. Why would he do that?
Hands were probably a source of abuse to the killer as a child. They symbolize pain. They rekindle the fear and anxiety. Ironically, his hands are the source of abuse to his victims.
What are you talking about? Ben Taft's semen matched the semen found on Tracy's clothing the morning of her murder. He was at the scene the night before. He had the perfect opportunity to commit this crime. All evidence points to Ben.
Except for the fact that the lab found a print in Tracy's bedroom that matches a print to an unsolved homicide. Right, now this print belongs to a John Doe. His victim was a 20-year-old single white female, stabbed to death. Now that's 2 murders, same MO.
The lacerations found on Tracy's body were caused by a left-handed assailant. Ben Taft is right-handed.
Here's what we believe happened. All right, Ben left your apartment at 1 a.m. From there, he went over to Tracy's apartment. He left at 2:30, entered John Doe, who arrived just before 3 a.m., the time of Tracy's death. Now, he killed her, but didn't have intercourse with her. Ben was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's a great theory, but this is a sexually motivated murder. The presence of semen is taking legal precedence. But if you make John Doe, then Ben's off the hook. All right, I'll hold Taft under discretionary for as long as I can. But if you don't find your murder suspect, I'll file the murder charge, and he'll have to convince a jury.
Don't you think you're crossing the line, Susan? I mean, this is just another case. You're making this personal.
This is my final offer. Have a good day.
Musical chair's approach to justice.
Yeah, and she's playing the record. You know what? Let's go back to both crime scenes and find something that connects the victims. That's where we're going to find John Doe. Hey, Chris!
What do you got, sir?
Take a look at this.
Let's see what we can find at the scene of the first murder. Maybe something that'll connect the victims.
Okay, first victim, Lisa Lang, 1353 East Seashore. Chris!
Where you at, Sammy?
Lisa Lang's closet. Was it the Marquis de Sade's Palm Beach playpen? Whoa. The 3 o'clock bell rang. The school teacher took a bite out of the apple.
No kidding. How come my teachers never dressed like this?
Took the wrong classes.
All right. Tracy was looking for love. Lisa Lang was obviously looking for sex.
Yeah, not much in common. Except for this.
What is it?
It's the same magazine I found in Tracy's house. Singles magazine filled with personal ads. Look, Tracy circled ads, and so did Lisa.
All right. Let's say that John Doe places an ad in that magazine. Lisa reads it, she likes it, responds to it. They set up a meeting, he finds out where she lives. She ends up dead.
Then a month later, Tracy Murphy responds to an ad in the same magazine.
She winds up dead. 2 birds, 1 stone, cast by the same serial killer.
So, this is my place, Chris. What do you think?
I gotta see you dance. Gotta see that other side of you.
Is that important to you?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you come down to the club Friday night? I'd love for you to see me dance.
I'll be there.
so bad. No, you're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be all right. Just hold on. Come on, you guys, move it.
Afraid?
Look, don't worry. I will be right beside you the whole time.
Hi.
Hi. Chris Lorenzo, I don't think I've ever worked with you before.
No, you haven't. This is my first homicide. I was the only tech available at this hour.
Wait, stop! In your tracks. I said, look, there's obviously been a struggle here, and there could be evidence on the floor. You destroy the evidence, we'll never be able to get it back, right? Now, crime scenes are like people. They're not perfect, and they never get any younger.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay, I've done worse. Just walk beside the baseboards whenever you can. Okay? Ah. Got the weapon. Now, why don't you dust the phone for fingerprints? Looks like it might have been ripped out of the wall.
Sergeant, the assailant's glove?
Now find me traces of the hand that was in the glove. How's Barbara?
No, she's fine. She's in a lot of pain, though.
Did you say over easy, Sam?
Yeah, I did. 3 times from my car phone at 50 cents a minute.
They're scrambled, sorry.
You know what? You seem preoccupied. How's Ricky?
Well, she likes to take her clothes off in front of men. Besides that, she's fine. You know, I try to understand why she likes to do this. I can't.
No, it's not about sex. It's about control. When she dances, she has got the audience in the palm of her hands.
How do you know?
You are making a big deal out of this, Chris. I mean, if it bothers you so much, don't go out with her. So the woman likes to dance. Big deal. You know, you're going to waste your life waiting for Mrs. Perfect.
Well, I'm going to go and see her dance on Friday.
That's good. Let's get back to business. You know, I checked all the ERs in the vicinity, and so far, nothing. I guess he wasn't hurt that bad.
Well, John Doe was at the scene. His prints matched the others. I also found magazines. I checked her favorite ads against Tracy and Lisa's. Zip. All 3 of them had different taste in men.
So we've got 1 perp, 3 victims, and no common denominators. And the only pattern so far is these women responding to these ads. So far, no 2 ads are alike.
You know what? Maybe he's placing more than 1 ad.
There is only one way we're going to catch this guy. I want to respond to the really hot ads, the ones the victims have circled, yes. And then when the guys respond back, I'll set up dates in a controlled environment, and hopefully we'll get a set of fingerprints.
No, this guy's a killer, Sam.
We've got to do something before he strikes again. I'll be careful. Hey, how'd you spend some money on this apartment? It's pretty nice.
Right. Enjoy it while you can. We're only renting it for a week.
That tickles. Would you stop?
Hold on, Sam. You're almost finished. All right. Now, I'm going to be in here taking photographs of our candidates as they enter and exit. Remember, this is your lifeline to the outside world, so don't unhook it.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Here we go.
Great.
Hey, what are you going to do with these?
I'm going to read them in between dates. We have a few no-shows, and I don't want to get bored.
All right, I got you, Sam.
Hi.
Could you have worn something a little less provocative?
Well, I at least want to hold their interest long enough to get a set of prints. Okay, number 1 should be on his way in a little while.
All right, what's the code?
Help me with my garter.
Help me with my garter?
How about, it's getting hot in here.
I like that much, much better.
Great. Men seeking women. It's a game of anonymity. You show your face, but you keep your name secret. Because the minute you remove your mask, the thrill is gone. the game is over. So what do you do, George?
I'm a photographer.
Oh, what do you photograph?
Women. I'm in fashion advertising.
God, it must be exciting photographing gorgeous women all the time.
Yeah, it is. I feel lucky sometimes.
I think I would love wearing beautiful jewelry and clothing every day.
You know, could I get a glass of water instead?
Oh, sure. I'll be right back. Here you go.
But I did.
No, it's no big deal. I'll just get something to clean it up.
I have to go.
Well, look, it's just water. It's not even gonna stain. It's okay.
I'm sorry. This isn't gonna work.
Is something bothering you, Jerry? Jerry? Would you like a nice glass of cold water? Wow, it's getting real hot in here.
Come here, bitch. I'll show you what's bothering me. Oh, that feels good. Harder.
You're a sick puppy, Jerry.
Freeze!
It's made out of rubber.
The cops?
Yeah, very good, Jerry. You're under arrest.
10 dates.
Yeah, I still got 5 more dates to go.
There's only 9 sets of prints here. Who didn't leave prints?
George,
His parents told him not to touch unless he could afford to buy, huh?
consider the merchandise.
You looked into his eyes. What'd you see?
Very nervous kid who bolted like a spooked horse. You're right, I overdressed. Did you get a tag number on the car?
No, he took the bus.
Right before he left, he pulled out a set of keys like he was going to drive away. I mean, if he has a car, why wouldn't he drive it?
Could be in the shop. Or maybe he's trying to hide it. Maybe it's been ID'd.
You mean at the scene of one of the murders?
Yeah, parking violation would ID it.
Stranger things have happened.
Here's the plan. We check out the magazine. We know George picks up his mail there. If he drives his car, we'll run his tags. If he takes the bus, we'll follow him home. Either way, we got him ID'd.
I'll order the DMV check on the crime scene neighborhoods, and then we'll check the restricted parking zones for violators. The owner of the car who got the ticket lives at 606 1/2 Exposition. Now, this is 606 Exposition. They print the magazine strictly singles. Doesn't it seem kind of weird that he would live right by the warehouse?
Not if he works up front, it's not.
Let's start at 606 and we'll work our way to 1/2.
Yeah. Now, Gabriel Evans received a parking violation near the scene of a murder that we're investigating. Now, we have him addressed as 606 1/2 Exposition Boulevard.
Yeah, it's a trailer out in back of the main building. Gabriel lives there and works here.
He works here in this room?
Well, he sorts the incoming mail into the mailboxes back in the mailroom.
Do you know this person?
Yeah, it's Gabriel Evans.
Could you show us to his trailer?
Follow me.
Let's say that I place an ad in the magazine. You like it, so you write me back. Gabriel, is he the one that puts it in my mailbox?
Well, that's what he's supposed to do.
Or he doesn't. He steals it.
He never placed an ad.
Okay, this is 606 1/2.
You want to lock this?
Yes. You know, I'm gonna have to tell him I did this.
You know, don't bother. We'll tell him.
I'm gonna arrange this guy's going away party. He's gonna be gone for a long time.
Yeah, and there's no women where he's going. Take a look at this. The killer's scrapbook.
Yeah, it's Lorenzo. Send me a unit to 606 and a half Expo. It's a warehouse. Sign out front reads Nightcap Publishing. Yeah, park the officers at the 500 block. Send them on foot to 606 and a half Expo. All right, it's a trailer behind the main building. Yeah, they'll be waiting for the tenant to return. His name is Gabriel Evans. I got a photograph of him. I'll be here. And do me a favor, put an APB out on him for all the bus routes. He's 5'10", 140-pound Caucasian, 23 years of age. All right, thanks.
This is a master key.
Looks like he's been cutting keys.
The victim's fingernails. This is a creepy little den of death. I want to get out of here.
You take a unit to the day department. You stay in touch with me, Sam.
All right.
Hey, Sam, you got anything?
You could hear a pin drop in here. What about you?
Nah, nothing. You know what? It's late. Why don't you go ahead on home, get some sleep? Keep your back up there. I'll talk to you in the morning.
I'm okay staying up.
Come on, you haven't slept in your bed in a week. Do yourself a favor.
You got a point. I'm out of here. Call me if you need me.
All right. Good night.
Night.
Yeah, it's Lorenzo.
A bus driver on the Palms route called in a half a minute ago on your all-point suspect. The driver said he was on the bus, but he got a little antsy and bailed.
That's Rita's neighborhood. Look, I want you to send a backup unit to the 300 East block of Palm Drive. I'm 5 minutes away from there. Nobody does anything until they hear from me. You got it?
Got it, Sergeant.
Sammy, open up, it's Chris. Come on, open the door. Sammy! Sammy, open the door. Sam, come on, open up.
Shut up and tell him to leave. Sam. Sammy.
You okay, Sam?
Yeah, I'm okay. Surprise, surprise, Sammy.
Best seat in the house. 2-drink minimum, both drinks are on the house. What'll it be?
Yeah, let me have a ginger ale.
You got it. Do me a favor, will you? Don't arrest anybody, okay? I need the customers.
Next.
this evening, it's the lovely Miss Billy. Let's hear it for Billy.